False start.
No problem. Everyone good?
Yep.
Okay. All right. We talked before about you taking on a bigger guy, about alternate game plan. Was that part of it, about avoiding the wrestler as much as possible, training to a dirty box, see the striking?
I knew he's a super high-level black belt under Renzo, so he was going to be dangerous on the ground. I also saw in the film I was able to find on him prior that that's really where he's comfortable. He looks a little bit like he's still getting the hang of the rest of the game, so I wanted to do my best to make it a fist fight instead of a grappling match, and I felt like that paid off tonight.
How much of a weight is it off your shoulders just to get this win, and especially doing so in New York?
It's huge. Last year was a terrible year. I was really disappointed. So I was carrying a lot of pressure on my shoulders. Kind of felt like I was fighting for my career tonight. I'm just super happy to get in there, get 15 minutes of good ring experience in, and come out unscathed and with the W.
And I know the plan is to go back to lightweight, but how'd you feel in there at welterweight? A little bit different, a little odd at all?
A little different. I definitely felt a little underpowered in there. If it had been one of the big physical athletic types of welterweights that you see in the division, some of those guys are just physically are monsters, and I know that'd be a bad look for me. I'm not the most physically imposing guy even in my own weight class, but I felt fresh. This week was great. I was able to feel sharp and energized all week, knowing I didn't have that weight cut hanging over my head. So that was definitely a boost for me. I felt better tonight because of not cutting the weight.
Why did you fight at 170 if you want to go back on 155?
I wanted to fight in the Garden. That was my opportunity to get on this card, and as soon as they announced they were coming here, I knew that was something that'd be huge for me. It would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I was willing to do whatever it took to get on this event.
Because the weight cut, you only had to cut like 3-4 pounds, right, this week?
Yeah, I think I showed up weighing 173 on Tuesday, so.
Is there a part of you that just wants to stick around on 170 because it's just so much easier?
Yeah, but then there's a part of me that knows what that would do for my brain's longevity, and 155's home, and I'll get back on that grind and on that weight cut for the next one.
And you said you thought maybe you were fighting for your career. What do you mean by that? Like, had you lost, would you have called it quits?
I would have had some real thinking to do. At this stage in my career and at my age, I'm almost 35, so I don't have too many more competitive years in me physically, and to go 0-3 and potentially, I know Bellator is a little more lenient and they're very fighter friendly and understanding, and I have a good relationship with them, so it's not necessarily would have been on the chopping block, but that's always a possibility. You lose a few in a row, you get on that streak, you could be out of job, and I'm not sure if I would have had the desire to go back to the regional circuit and grind it out on smaller shows just to try and earn my way back up.
So you're not trying to have a career as long as your dad then? You said you only have a couple years left maybe.
I don't know how he did that, he's just crazy.
Sure. You've obviously had a long career yourself. How did this event compare to other events you've competed on, just the magnitude of this being a pay-per-view and everything else?
It was just huge and exciting. It was fun to see all of the extra hoopla and all the marketing that went into this show. It's been so cool. I'm really excited, as much as I like talking to you guys, to get cleaned up and go enjoy the show. It was such a big event, had such a great, momentous feel to the whole week, and it's been really fun to be a part of it.
And when do you want to get back on the cage next?
Soon. I'd like to not take 1-3 months off. I'd like to stay busy and stay active, try and get some momentum going. I was on a good streak before last year happened, and I'd like to get another one going and really take a crack at working my way to that title shot.
Brian, quick question. Your father never fought in Madison Square Garden. What does it mean to you to do something that for years most people thought was not possible for a fighter to fight in MSG in New York under mixed martial arts rules?
It was a huge honor. I am so thankful for all the work that people like my old man put into building this sport and lobbying and rallying to get it legalized here and lay the groundwork for something like this to happen. It's an honor to get to take advantage of all that, and even better to get to have him in my corner and here with me through the experience.
I know you're focused on the fight, but did you guys have a moment? I mean, it is pretty darn cool to be at MSG. Did he say something to you after about just like you guys kind of making it the Coutures in some way, shape, or form fighting in this arena?
We haven't really had a chance to sit down yet and chat, but just seeing that smile on his face, seeing that fatherly pride coming out of the fight, knowing we got the win, and just excited to go celebrate. It was his birthday this week too, so it's gonna be a fun party tonight.
What's he, 65 now?
It's only 54.
All right, guys.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Ryan, how tight was that heel hook?
It was a knee bar, and I was able to dive out. That's the leg lock that I most often get caught in the gym. I'll roll out of the heel hook, but not get far enough away to clear that knee. And luckily this time I got it just shallow of his cup, so I knew he didn't have enough pressure to finish me with it. So it was just a matter of continuing to wiggle and not let him adjust and get it tight.
Did it feel close for a while?
No, it was never close to making me tap. It was a little bit dangerous. I had to be cautious there and really work to get the rest of the way out. I was nearly caught, but it was never close to making me
And
tap.
knowing Haim, did you practice that move or?
Yeah, we had. It's honestly, it's tough to find a guy that's that much of a jit specialist in Vegas in our gym. These guys all focus on their wrestling, their ground and pound, never being on bottom. So it's hard to get that look in the gym. But we got a few really phenomenal grapplers on the team that were able to give me a look and get me used to that feel.
Thanks, Ryan.
That's right.